The world has been converging on the Philadelphia area over the week, but here at the Monster Factory, we've been here.
We are very excited for this card to bring to you right in this very important weekend.
Paulsboro, New Jersey! And also the Monster Factory Pro Wrestling!
Hello, everyone. Alongside Brian Murphy, I'm Ferran Burgundy, and we've got Danny Cage in the ring.
I just want to thank everybody be out here for a 3 p.m. show. Way to show up, show out, give it up for yourselves. We're going to have no time for meet and greets or anything after this show. As soon as it's over, we have to head out. So what we're doing tomorrow at 6 o'clock, we have training from 6 to 8 o'clock. Open for everybody who's here. Come hang out, meet all the wrestlers, videos, pictures, everything you want. And every year, WrestleMania week, we're going to be here. We're not chasing Mania. We're not going anywhere. You guys come here. We're here. So let's get the show going. Kick it off, Darren.
Our opening contest is an 8-man tag team attraction scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
A lot certainly going on around here. I mentioned the world converging, and well, these four certainly doing so.
Introducing first, Robert Trisker, Lawrence Roman, Kuro, and Angela Blanc, the Big Four.
The Big Four coming all the way from Europe.
All the way from across the pond, bringing in so much experience over from France, Germany, a lot of connections, and you see some thumbs down for some of the invaders.
Yeah, Robert Dreisker mentioned in there. He is the head coach of WXW, Westside Extreme Wrestling, based out of Germany. And that's where we've seen a little bit of their opponents about to come out here. The Ace of Space Academy, led by LSG, a very familiar name and face to the MFPW faithful.
One will certainly remember back at the 2300 Arena, the blockbuster main event that LSG was involved in. We certainly have been here, right in the pocket of Philadelphia.
The Big Stepper, Roman Charles, the Phoenix TKM, Musha, Mexican Giovanni, the Ace of Space LSG, the Ace of Space Academy.
Well, we know of the tutelage that LSG and his crew have been able to give to those around the Philadelphia area, the coaching that they have been able to provide, and also the championship gold that they have been able to get globally. Look at this crew.
LSG, last time we saw him was at Step Into the Arena as he fell just short of regaining the Monster Factory Championship in that four-way match against Goldie, Bobby Buffet, and Travis Jacobs.
Speaking of Goldie, the current Monster Factory champion, he will be in our main event against Steve Macklin, returning to the Monster Factory. Impact star, world traveled. Man, we're excited for that main event.
Oh, we most certainly are, so we're waiting to see who's going to start things here. Looks like it's going to be GSK here for the Ace of Space Academy, and it looks like Aigle LeBlanc coming all the way from Paris, France, in the mask.
The
GSK with the dreadlocks.
The Royal Hunter coming all the way from across the sea. And the match is underway. We've been here officially starting. Ace of Space Academy feeling hype, feeling the energy. Blanc a little bit more serious.
Well, you'd think that the fans here would take to him. I mean, Aigle LeBlanc literally translates from French to English as White Eagle. You figure there are a lot of Eagles fans here in this particular area.
Well, he certainly was able to utilize the ropes. A little bit of, an aerial.
Yeah, but don't turn your back on your opponent. Tries a leg sweep. Back the other way to the ropes. And scissor takeover. What height on that drop kick?
GKM goading in his opponent, able to keep lugged over to his side of the ring. That classic tag team mentality, and here comes MSG.
The moonshot. Nice tandem offense here, double drop kick, lateral press. Couldn't quite hook the leg before LeBlanc kicking out at 1.
And that was a quick kick out too.
Aigula Blanc, easy for me to say.
Pulling on the hair, opening up an opportunity, and I'm sure when you're making a trip like that, you got something to prove. As Kiro, his tag team partner of many years, comes into the ring. Oh, what a kick!
Yep, known as the Big Stepper here. Or I should say Mr. Hype. See, now you have me all backwards and flustered here.
Tag there. And here we have Lawrence Roman cradling MSG, and turned around. How swift by Moonshot.
Certainly a clash of styles here, a little bit more aerial style from the Ace of Space Academy, is now LSG tagged in, former 3-time Monster Factory champion, one of the most decorated individuals in the history of the NFPW, first ever Grand Slam champion here.
We saw a lot of the fundamentals he was bringing there, a lot of the chain wrestling. Lawrence backing him into a corner for the moment.
Coming all the way from Dresden, Germany. Dresden, Deutschland, if you will.
Flipping on out, sent around here. And oh man, the pace of this match has been on fire the entire time. Atomic, and look at that drop kick. Or excuse me, kick to the side of the head. Oh man.
Roman a bit thrown off here as known as the Pitbull from Amboss, and now into a much larger individual, and now tagging out to Robert Dreisker, all the way from Vienna, Austria.
And two men squaring up. Look at the meat in the ring.
Yep, up against the big stepper, Colton Charles.
Bringing him down, a little bit of a height advantage for Colton. Unable to take him down, getting some big steps in between, off the ropes, and there, a beautiful shoulder tackle.
Knocking down all 135 kilograms of Dreisker.
Look at the look in his eyes.
Big splash into the corner.
He keeps stepping for on. He's got steps for a day. Oh! Raking the eyes up and cross body.
Springboard cross body to 1-2. Not quite dry.
Colton, all that momentum suddenly sent flying into that corner. The Big Four firmly in control. What a splash, a collision. Oh man, take it out. GKM and Moonshot.
Taking out GKM and MSG. Meanwhile, the referee distracted here, and
here comes, colliding into the corner once again. And you see the defense that's being played on the corner there, but here comes Colton!
What a spear. But how much did that take out of him as well?
Well, we see the head of the Ace of Space Academy ready to launch into this match.
Most certainly is. Reverse knife edge.
Hero in trouble, trying to measure up. Big clothesline off from the second rope. Wrapping around now, and while coming in. What a cutter! The Cosmic Cutter. Wrapping around now, driven into the mat. Here comes Max. Big kick. Caught on the outside here by Kiro. Here comes LSG.
Planted down.
Oh, Snapdragon. Kiro in here, Blanc. Both of them about to steal this match away from the Academy. And you see all the years of experience across Europe culminating right here in Philadelphia. No! Drop kick to his partner.
Moved out of the way, and now setting up. Big right hand, and down goes Kuro.
Oh, you see Colton halting his opponent. Launch code. Punched it in.
And takes off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 6 minutes, 34 seconds. The winners of this bout, the Ace of Space Academy.
What a way to start off our weekend here. Ace of Space Academy picking up a hometown win here in Paulsboro, New Jersey, spiritual home of Philadelphia. And man, what a card we got.
Oh, we most certainly do. Things already on a high octane pace here. Brian Murphy. The Monster Factory just been all over here over the course of the last week or so as there's been a convergence here. I mean, it's the place to be. Been recently featured on stations WHYY and NBC 10 in Philadelphia. Been featured in the Philadelphia Inquirer, just to name a few. So much going on here, and we have, oh gosh, party's coming over this way here. Launching this way for sure. As we have the Fight Pro Tag Team Championships coming up next with...
Introduce our special guest ring announcer for the following match. Give a big Monster Factory welcome to Mr. Umar Jamal.
That's right, we've got a special Fight Pro Wrestling Showcase match. I'm Jason Pete, so thrilled to be joining you, Mr. Burgundy. It's an honor. For anyone unfamiliar with Fight Pro Wrestling, we have operated out of the Monster Factory before. There's some special rules and stipulations to our matches. We're about to learn a few of them in just a few moments.
Thank you, Derek. And thank you, Paul Sparrow. It is an honor to be here at the Monster Factory, the world famous Monster Factory. We have a fantastic match for Fight Pro Wrestling for you. It is innovative combat sports. Fight Pro Wrestling has some rules. Each match has violations. Violations occur when a wrestler breaks the rules, and if there's 3 violations, that wrestler or team forfeits the match. Without any further ado, let's welcome our competitors to the ring for this next match.
So a good equivalent to use is, it's almost like fouls in basketball.
That's absolutely right, or specials in a video game. We're not saying that you can't use these infractions and violations, but you better use them tactically, because after 1 warning and 3 strikes, you are out. And making their way to the ring right now is our challengers, the team of Ray Jazz and Vinny Pacifico.
Ray Jazz, his first time here at the MFPW. Vinny Pacifico, it's been a little while since he's been here, but he certainly has been as, well, we've been here. That's our event here today.
The Italian Paisanos have been very honest and upfront about the fact that while they have a lot of similarities in their backgrounds, in their styles and attitudes, they are not a traditional tag team. They were given this opportunity as 2 single wrestlers to come together, and when you get that opportunity, you don't turn it down.
Oh, most certainly, but the tag team champions, the Monster Factory faithful might be a little more familiar with.
We like to call them the inaugural tag team champions. They are the first and current reigning Fight Pro Wrestling tag team champions. That is the Scum Dog, Sage Matthews, the Top Dog, Alan Clayball. You can tell who is who because the Top Dog is what we like to call follically challenged.
That is certainly a new look since we last saw Alan Clayball here at the MFPW.
Well, since joining up with Sage Matthews, Clayball has gained a lot of success, but also lost a lot of morals, lost a lot of integrity. These are two men who know how to push the rule set of Fight Pro Wrestling to their advantage, and I wouldn't be surprised, Mr. Burgundy, to see a few warnings and violations in this title defense.
It wouldn't surprise me either. I mean, Sage has been kind of...
Let's
go to the ring here.
Grooming Studio. This is a tag team match with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the Fight Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, to my right, the challengers, fighting out of Little Big Italy at a total combined weight of 400 pounds. They are the Jersey legend, the sure thing Ray Jazz, and Vinny Power Punch Pacifico.
Power Punch we last saw here back in Turkey Slam 2019, so some familiar faces and old ones as well.
To my left, fighting out of the Dog Pound at a total combined weight of 385 pounds. They are the Fight Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Top Dog Alan Clayball, Scum Dog Sage Matthews, Dog Nation!
So an important statistic coming into this match, not only are Alan Clayball and Sage Matthews the first and current reigning tag team champions in their history in Fight Pro Wrestling, they only have one loss, and it was in a relaxed rules match to Cheeseburger and Eli Isom, the Shinobi Shadow Squad. So in standard competition, with the violations in place, Dog Nation is currently undefeated here in Fight Pro.
Well, certainly an uphill battle for Ray Jazz and Vinny Pacifico, but certainly not insurmountable, as we have Pacifico and Sage Matthews starting things off.
Vinny Pacifico, the Power Punch, the master of the energy drink. He is very highly caffeinated, which means he comes out with great gusto, and Sage Matthews marking his territory in a way only he can.
Well, that is something innovative since I've last seen Sage Matthews, so certainly some interesting tactics. I wouldn't call them cowardly, maybe yellow perhaps, I don't know.
Well, you know, there's a lot of things that are yellow about what he just did.
Absolutely.
Sage Matthews gets
leg
under the
trip there.
Yeah, gets under the skin of his opponents, and there, trying for a quick win, is Vinny Pacifico.
And now cinching in on the armbar here is Power Punch, and now a tag over to Ray Jazz.
The sure thing, Ray Jazz, an incredible amateur wrestler.
Trained by Damian Adams.
Yeah, an NCAA All-American, 7th in the country at one point in amateur wrestling. And look at that technique on display.
Just cinching in the waist lock and takes over Matthews.
In a pre-match interview, Jazz and Pacifico said, yeah, no, they're not a tag team, but they can be, and they can be a great one because they are great singles wrestlers, and looks like turnabout is fair play.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, now a boot here to the back, and just that momentary distraction from Clayball.
The warning for leaving the ring.
And so that illegal attack was the first warning for Dog Nation. They now have up to 3 strikes, or they will be, well, not just disqualified, they will forfeit the match here in Fight Pro. Taking advantage of the 5 count, and now it's Clayball with the cover.
Now, just to clarify, in doing so, in forfeiting the match, they would also forfeit the championship.
That is correct. They are in a lot of danger, depending on how well they use these violations to their advantage, but obviously they have a history of doing that very effectively given their record, their dominance. They are one of, if not the best win-loss records in all of Fight Pro. This is really a question, Mr. Burgundy, about what makes the better team, that long-term cohesion, or two gentlemen who are exceptionally gifted athletically, individually coming together to form what we would call a Jersey super team.
Well, it is hard to say. We have seen some strange bedfellows in all of wrestling history, and
Tag made now.
Sometimes they can make their way to the gold here, as we have Vinny Pacifico back in the ring.
Vinny Pacifico, as we mentioned, is highly caffeinated, takes a lot of energy drinks right before the match. That means he has a lot of energy early on that he needs to use, but he can crash, which is why you're seeing this sort of shock and awe offense that only gets 2.
Not quite able to secure the 3. I know here at the MFPW we had a tag team turmoil battle royal where the last 2 remaining individuals would be paired together and would challenge for the tag team titles, and the most recent one of those, well, we did have new tag team champions at the time in Christian Rocco and Oliver, and they ended up continuing to team together as the Ollie Rock Express. As great maneuver from the top rope, and
Ray Jazz.
there's a 3.
No.
Wait.
Here are your winners and new
Just like that.
Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the team of Ray Jazz and Vinny Pacifico.
That's highly unexpected.
Oh, I
Somehow,
did say strange
some way.
fellows.
It looks like Ray Jazz and Vinny Pacifico have managed to do the seeming impossible and ended the reign of Dog Nation. Jersey boys making good here in the home state. What an incredible moment here at the Monster Factory.
And certainly a shocker for Dog Nation, who having some words here to say the least.
Well, thank you so much for having me. What an wild turn of events. I hope the rest of this show goes amazing. I'm going to try and get a chance to chat with the new champs.
Well, there we go. Thank you so much. Appreciate Jason Heath coming in to join us here, and more madness along the way.
The following 6-man tag team attraction is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, the team of Liam Black and Chief Bentley, the Broad Street Bullies, and the 6'4", 400-pound Wrecking Ball Lukerski.
Well, this is an interesting 6-man tag team match we have here. Pete Carter joining me for this match.
Absolutely. We're on the Broad Street Bullies, bringing in some added muscle to try to settle once and for all their issues with Christian Darling, Stevie Brooks, and Mark Raspa Jr.
This is something that has stemmed over numerous episodes of TRL, but not to be outdone. A little bit of firepower on the side of Darling and Raspa as well. There is Homicide.
I have to say, Ferran, that for Mark Raspa Jr. and primetime Christian Darling, they have brought in a big gun of their own. Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame member Homicide, former NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion.
Yep, certainly been all over. Former ROH World Champion, former TNA Tag Team Champion, X Division Champion. The accolades go on and on.
The trick really is going to be here with this match to see who can get off to the fast start and see which one of these higher guns, as it were, has the biggest impact in the ring.
Oh, most certainly. It's been Jake Manley and Liam Black who have been bullying, literally and figuratively, Christian Darling and Mark Raspa, as well as Stevie Brooks on the outside.
Take a look now here as Homicide and Jake Manley get ready to start off this match.
Jake Manley weighing 215 from the 215.
There's the bell as the match gets ready to start, and this crowd is already well involved.
Oh, now a little bit of a line being drawn here.
Now for Jake Manley, I mean, Jake Manley is as tough as they come. I have to give him credit for squaring up with Homicide, exchanging blows back and forth, right hands.
Well, hockey folks certainly known for their toughness. Sometimes that bravado gets them into questionable situations, and I would think Manley is in a similar one here.
As Homicide catches Manley with an elbow and then tosses him back into the unfriendly corner. Here comes Mark Raspa Jr.
Mr. Friday Night, a featured staple of TRL.
Big drop kick there from Mark Raspa Jr. and another one onto Jake Manley, sends him down. Liam Black comes into the ring and is quickly sent to the outside.
Something he's certainly been looking forward to doing for a while here, Snapmare Takeover.
And in comes primetime Christian Darling. Oh! Just tossing Raspa on top of Manley and going for that cover.
Only a 2 count, though, is, I mean, the force that Darling has to be able to throw his partner down onto him like that. I mean, you can see a lot of the tools physically being put together there for Darling.
Just with a head of steam. Always talk about Christian Darling's strength and power. Nice counter by Jake Manley, going for a pile driver. Christian,
Sunset flip back over the other way. Ref in position 2 and almost a 3 count there.
Jake Manley just teeing off on Christian Darling, and here comes Wrecking Ball Legursky. Former NWA US Tag Team Champion along with his partner Jay Bradley and the Fixers.
And a man whom longtime fans of the Monster Factory are definitely familiar, or with whom I should say, as back in 2018, it was Wrecking Ball Legursky who won the Turkey Slam Rumble.
We take a look here, though. Just look, though, Ferran, at the size and power of Wrecking Ball Legursky, standing right up to primetime Christian Darling. Legursky could be the equalizer in this match, but right now, Christian Darling just unloading on Legursky off the ropes, but Legursky stays on his feet.
Well, it's going to take a lot to get him off his feet. Does get knocked back to the corner. Darling charging in. Huge splash.
Manley comes in. Black thinks about it. Gets a backdrop for his trouble. Oh!
Well, nothing soft about that as the
He
crowd
took his head off.
Yeah.
Look at that diving headbutt. Now just choking the life out of primetime Christian Darling in the center of the ring.
But the way he was positioned, the ref not necessarily able to see that, and
oh, I think we're getting ready for a wrecking ball. Oh! Just that force, the impact there, snapping back Christian Darling's neck. Now the referee counting, trying to get Legursky off of primetime.
you can hear the thud right onto those thoracic bones of the spine. Thank goodness for the skin blocking it there.
Just continued punishment leveled out on Christian Darling, and here comes Liam Black. Just Legursky just picks him up like it weighs nothing and just slams him down on top of Christian Darling. And Liam Black going for a cover. So close.
Right shoulder up. Black was all ready to celebrate.
Double stomp to the middle of Christian Darling's back, of course. Liam Black and Jake Manley together have just become such an incredibly powerful force here at the Monster Factory in the tag team division. They seem to bring out the worst and the best in each other.
It's very much a conundrum. It's a little disappointing. I like to see the success from Liam Black. I just don't like the tactics he's using to get there.
Liam Black taking a stroll around the ring now. Fussing at Homicide, and he drags Christian Darling back towards his corner. Referee distracted by Raspa and Homicide.
chomping at the bit, trying to get in there. They need to do so via a tag from Christian Darling.
I think
Oh, no, it's not on. I'm trying to turn it on.
the thing that's most impressive about Liam Black is just how young he is and how good he is going to become. Already fantastic, but he just gets better week after week. Going for a cover now.
Very nonchalant cover, though, and able to squeeze up that right shoulder is Christian Darling, prime time, and now has a couple of right hands, one for Homicide, one for Raspa.
Smart offensive strategy on Liam Black's part. No one there for Darling to tag.
And now has that corner to utilize. High up over the top, though, charging in is Manley.
Darling trying to get back into this with a clothesline, but no one there to tag. Black up top, and he gets caught and tossed into Manley.
A bit of a Broad Street bully bungle there.
Winding up and taking down both men. Re-energized, but here comes Legursky.
Over to the other side, but hangs onto the ropes.
Up to the outside. Now, here comes the tag, and Raspa's in the ring. Getting ready to fly up over the top. Oh! The wrecking ball catches him and slams him down onto the ring apron.
Spine first onto the apron, and Raspa is
Oh,
in
the
pain,
top!
but
He caught Darling too.
launched over the top rope, but caught by Legursky, and
Onto the floor. Stevie Brooks, the look on her face, she cannot believe what she is seeing as Christian Darling is just being manhandled by Wrecking Ball Legursky.
and now Brooks. Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wrecking Ball, come on now.
Stevie Brooks, oh, here comes Homicide.
Tope Suicida.
Taking out Legursky.
But Darling
Christian
looks
Darling's
down
still out.
and out.
In the ring, oh! Liam Black just caught Raspa with that knee of his. Devastating maneuver, one of the Liam Black's signature moves. Might be going up. Oh! Beautiful!
Hits the cover, the two, and saved from Homicide.
Homicide, oh! Taking Liam Black over. Put him in the corner. You know when it's Homicide, he's up to no good. Dragging Raspa over.
And you hear the crowd chanting 187. Now there's
Homicide tags himself back in. Oh, cutter on Jake Manley. Bounces right back up to his feet, but he is dazed. Wobbling around.
looking for another 187.
Wait! Stevie Brooks! Stevie Brooks looking for a measure of revenge.
Over here, Danny Cage saying, I'll allow it.
Oh, and the split. Going for the cover.
And Brooks with the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 8 minutes, 24 seconds. The winner of this bout, Mark Raspa Jr., the notorious 187 Homicide, Stevie Brooks, and Christian Darling.
That has to feel great for Stevie Brooks for on after all of the hassles and headaches that Jake Manley.
All right, guys, match is over. Match is over. Great job. Seriously, great job. Stevie Brooks, that was awesome. I was back there, and Danny allowed that? Incredible. You really did an amazing job. You really did. Everybody, give it up for Stevie, please, please.
Gabby Ortiz here.
Seriously, come on. Give it up. All right, that's enough. You have another match tonight against me and Nevaeh. Remember that? So while you've had a good time here getting cheered on, getting your win, it's not going to happen again. Yes, it is. It isn't. It isn't.
Well, the crowd's certainly behind Stevie Brooks here.
So why don't you warm up, and I will see you later.
Of course, Ron, we have this giant bell-to-bell showcase coming up. Stevie Brooks, Nevaeh Madonna, Gabby Ortiz, later in the evening.
Showcase of,
Make some noise!
showcase of bell-to-bell to be sure, but one other thing that'll be showcased in a moment here, our juniors program here at the MFPW. Children ages 10 to 17 can be a part of it.
Contest is our junior division match, scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at age 11, the Toxic Warrior, Aiden Nitro!
Aiden Nitro, as noted, just 11 years of age, and also we have our kids' summer camp coming up from July 18th to the 27th. Paul Ridley, this should be an interesting showcase to be sure.
I cannot wait for one to see this very first ever juniors match.
That's right, we have had juniors taking on more experienced wrestlers. This is the first time we have two juniors competing against one another, and what a time to do so.
And entering at age 13, he is the King Piece,
Cameron Pierce, the King Piece, has been around here for a couple of years, has attended the summer camps, and is now one of the premier junior members here in the division of the Monster Factory, the juniors division, that is.
Right, you are, Ferran. And I will say, Aiden Nitro has a big wall in front of him. Age difference, height difference, weight difference, and most importantly, difference in experience level. He's got an uphill climb if he wants to win this match, Ferran.
But certainly no shortage of confidence, as just kind of turning a blind eye here. Kind of noting the height differential here is the King Piece Cameron Pierce.
King Piece Cameron Pierce kind of forgot about the classic story of David versus Goliath. We all know how that one ended up. We'll see if this one ends
hit him
up.
with a rock.
Yeah.
Couldn't resist.
Well, I will say, most of the King Piece's moves are rocks large enough to hurt grown men. Imagine what it could do to a child like Aiden Nitro, a junior wrestler.
It almost feels like Ralphie and Farkas from A Christmas Story. Oh, now Snapmare takeover here. You hear the crowd getting behind Nitro as we now have a hammerlock applied.
Slips out of that chin lock expertly, rolls through the hammerlock into one of his own. Ooh.
Well, has the wrist now.
Bring it up.
But a leg trip here. And now trying to wrench the ankle. Not too bad of a plan, trying to keep the taller individual off of his feet.
Yeah, everyone is the same height when they're lying on their backs. Perfect leapfrog.
Now looking for a hip toss, but rolling through here.
Oh, might get him here.
Just a 2 count. Now a knee to the midsection. Nitro going down and Cameron Pierce in control.
That knee had enough power to drive him all the way back into the corner. He was about 5 feet out and he just flew right back.
Well, with that much momentum, it can knock the wind out of you for sure.
The dangerous man the King Piece is.
And just entering manhood at that. Now over to the corner, down goes Nitro again. Referee Ben Barnett checking on him. And now being driven into the corner.
That can't feel good for Aiden Nitro's back. You can see him holding it right there. Struggling to get back up to his feet.
Looking perhaps to having a little bit of a beratement here, but looking perhaps for that checkmate, that front face lock DDT.
Yeah, he's lifting him up.
Oh, now a backbreaker, and a vicious one at that.
Right to the tweaked back of Aiden Nitro. This could, oh no, he gets out in time.
Hook the leg and everything.
He is young, but he is a tough one, ladies and gentlemen.
Crowd continuing to rally behind Aiden Nitro here.
Stomping on the feet, pushes him away.
Oh, boot right to the face.
To the gut now. Oh, he's teeing up for something. Oh!
What a kick! Will that be enough? No!
Oh, man!
Oh, now a jawbreaker here.
Cam's got to focus back on that back, but a knee to the face will do just fine.
Oh, now looking for check. Oh, looking to checkmate him out here. And oh, wait, rolled through the other way.
Two in reverse. Oh, my God, he got him!
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 3 minutes, 57 seconds. The winner of this bout, from Toxic Warrior, Aiden Nitro!
An impressive showing from both individuals, and you can see a sign of respect there.
The Toxic Warrior going from underdog to having his hand raised in this first ever juniors match.
Showcase of juniors against one another, right, Char, about that, Paul? And
absolutely.
You can certainly check out on Monster Factory's social media more about that, as well as our upcoming summer camp, July 18th to the 27th.
The summer camps, they are good. But up next, we have
the following contest is a ladder match for the Monster Factory Middleweight Battalion, where the winner will be that individual who will climb the ladder, grab the battalion. Introducing first, from Riverview, New Jersey, weighing 200 pounds, Shackle Stevens.
Now this is interesting, a ladder match for the middleweight medallion. A very dangerous match at that, Ferran.
It most definitely is. Jackal Stevens, first time we've seen him here in roughly a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Next, from Philly, Miranda Vanette, the MV.
Miranda Vanette, the MV, certainly no stranger to titles here in the MFPW. Former two-time Supersonic champion, the first woman to ever hold the Supersonic title.
Got a bone to pick with the current holder of the middleweight medallion, Chris Desmond, who unified the middleweight medallions in a match that Vanette lost, Ferran.
That's right, that does go back just a little bit. As that involved both Smiley and Chris Desmond. That was a couple of months ago.
Banger of a theme. I'm wondering who's coming out here. Oh my God, it is!
From Salisbury, Maryland, weighing 175 pounds, the guy with the supply, Tyler Hastings.
If you guys don't know who this is Ty Awesome. His name is who he is. He is a man who does incredibly awesome things, looks gravity in the eyes, and spits in its face.
That we last saw him challenge Chris Desmond in a singles match for that middleweight medallion.
Wait, who was that? Who was that?
Wait, what? Well, Gabby and Stevie Brooks having some issues from earlier here, and now
their match isn't on until later. What are they doing out here?
Oh, they're beating the daylights out of one another.
I mean,
referees trying to get them separated at bay, and Nevaeh Madonna looks to be right into it here. You know, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
To be accompanied by the Jimmy Conway from South Philadelphia, weighing 185 pounds, Blind Luca Bromsey.
Got some nice pizza in his hand, Ferran.
Oh man, South Philly's finest. former tag team champions here in the MFPW, the line Luca Brazzi, accompanied by the gent Jimmy Conway on the outside there.
Wonderful match this is shaping out to be with all the star power in this ring. Oh, come on.
A lot of individuals making their way back here, and in this case, they are all challenging this man.
Representing Cold Renown, weighing 175 pounds, he is the current holder of the Monster Factory Middleweight Battalion, Chris Desmond.
Every time World Renown's music hits, you know no good is going to come out of that curtain. If you look at Chris Desmond's
one more to come out of the music. You got one more name coming out. You already tried to say that Jackal over here is 200. He wouldn't be in this match. He was 200. He's 185. Get the last one right and bring some professionalism back here, or viewer discretion is advised.
I don't talk to Derek like that, John Alba.
Alba definitely fired up here. As you see on that vest, the names of all the individuals taken out.
And from the Isle of Puerto Rico, weighing 185 pounds, the Cartel Kingpin, Rico de la Vega.
A number of individuals being taken out in defending that middleweight medallion. And
Why is this guy in this match? He is not 185 pounds. All right, cool. Guys, take care of him. Ring the bell, start the match.
did he say he identifies as a middleweight?
That's how it worked out. Everyone teeing off at everyone else. Again, the rules. You must climb the ladder. Grab that middleweight medallion from above the ring. The first person to do that will be crowned the new holder of the middleweight medallion, or in Desmond's case, he will keep the title. You see the bad blood in the ring right now, starting us off. Picking up. Dumps Desmond in the ring. Absolute chaos all over.
You know, Miranda Vinette has some scores to settle here with Chris Desmond, and just raining right hands in the middle of the ring.
Hey, if they're significantly beaten up, they can't climb that ladder, and that's an extra point towards you in this match.
Oh, but a leg trip there by the line Luca Brazzi, dragging the MV to the outside.
Anything goes. There are no disqualifications.
So we have Jackal Stevens and Rico de la Vega on the outside. Meanwhile, Luca Brazzi and Tyler Hastings here on the inside. Now, up over the top is the guy with the supply, slides underneath.
Effortlessly slips out of the way of those punches. To the top rope he goes. We're going to see something spectacular. Oh my!
What height on that cross body block.
Tyler Hastings took to the sky, taking his eye off of Rico de la Vega. Oh. That, trying to get Rico up.
Now over to the corner goes Jackal Stevens. Momentum here. And a right hand from the cartel kingpin, Rico de la Vega.
Well, what's better than one right forearm? A right forearm with a knee strike in the corner. You can see John Alba trying to pull some strings. I don't know how effective that's going to be in the match with this many wrestlers.
Well, trying to provide some advisement, but wasn't quite paying attention as Brazzi making his way over to Chris Desmond.
The old famous quote, everyone's got a plan until they get kicked in the face, or when Brazzi kicked Desmond in the face, that is.
Alba hasn't yet suffered that fate.
Oh, but you know when he does, this crowd is going to blow the roof off of this place.
Somehow managed to avoid it here. Oh, now we have our first attempt at the ladder, courtesy of Jackal Stevens.
Holding that ladder up.
Well, the gent Jimmy Conway having some words. He's certainly known for that, but I wouldn't know if I would talk trash to a guy holding a ladder in that manner.
Jackal and Rico in the ring. Try to tug the ladder. Tyler Hastings now wants a piece of the ladder. Now everyone wants the ladder.
Well, of course. How else are they going to get the middleweight medallion, Paul?
Hey, you never know. One of these wrestlers could get a piggyback ride. Desmond could get on John Alba's shoulders and grab the title. Oh!
I didn't know that John Alba was 10'7", as a drop kick into the ladder from Miranda Vinette sends everyone down.
Miranda Vinette, the MV, taking a risk, paying off. Gonna go for a little helicopter ladder spin. Down goes Brazzy. Down goes Rico. Down goes the champion. And Jekyll too. Ty Hastings standing up behind Vinette. Vinette's got a ladder. Ty's got speed and athleticism. Who's gonna win? Ducks the ladder. Ty takes out everyone else.
So much going on, it's hard to keep track.
This is why I love ladder matches. The absolute chaos. John Alba has a mini ladder. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to get Desmond up to the middleweight medallion.
He has it set up here. What is he doing? What is Alba do? Oh, come on now.
Hey, Alba wants a piece of the fun too, Farhan. No way. No way. Oh!
Well, he was trying to take everybody out, and the only one he took out was Desmond.
Oh, the ladder's set up in the ring now. Rico backstabber to the MV. And Rico's all alone in the middle of the ring. Hopefully get up top before someone else catches him.
There is Jackal Stevens taking De La Vega off of the ladder. Back suplex as well as perhaps Jackal Stevens looking to get his first title here in the MFPW. But there is the line, Luca Brazzi.
Brazzi running interference on Jackal Stevens. Now this could be his moment.
Oh, he has the flag wrapped in his hand. I thought that was some gabagool for a moment.
Summoning the power of all Italians in the building. Ty Awesome.
Ducks the clothesline. Now, wait a minute. Jimmy Conway!
That wasn't intentional, but that was!
And trouble in South Philly, thanks to Tyler Hastings.
Rough Rider by Desmond!
You hear the crowd getting all over World Renowned. If Desmond wants to hold on to that middleweight medallion, don't pay attention to the crowd, climb the ladder. I agree with John Alba, who was pointing that out. The hell's the matter with me?
Desmond angers the crowd enough, they might start fighting him. Oh, he got his hands on the medallion, but the MV running interference. MV standing on Chris's body, trying to crush all the air out of his lungs before she takes a shot at grabbing that middleweight medallion.
One hand on it before Desmond could recover.
And once again, so close yet so far away.
Blue Thunder Bomb.
Absolutely devastating at this point in the match. Desmond once again with a hurt back all alone. A second ladder. Ty Hastings.
Ow.
Wow, using one ladder to batter Chris Desmond, buying him enough time to set it up right next to him. That ladder looks a little rickety. Let's see if it holds Ty Awesome up. Trading blows on top of the ladder. One wrong move could mean disaster. Oh, he's off.
Well, there's the kick, but now back the other way, immediately up.
No, 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 my God!
Cutter off the ladder.
That's a concussion.
But could it be victory for Tyler Hastings here?
Tyler Hastings
just a couple of rungs away.
With destiny in his hands. With destiny in his hands.
And he has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 8 minutes, 20 seconds. The winner of this bout is what's the victory? Middleweight battalion holder, the
Tyler Hastings outlasted everyone in this match. He thwarted John Alba. He thwarted Chris Desmond. And the rewards for his efforts, the Monster Factory Middleweight Medallion.
The guy with the supply is now the guy with the middleweight medallion. Congratulations to Tyler Hastings, Ty Awesome.
What a wonderful moment this must be for Ty Hastings.
Most certainly is. And a great moment here for the Monster Factory and the MFPW. The series on Apple TV, Monster Factory. Make sure to give it a look. Subscribe to Apple TV if you haven't already. And you can check out kind of following the stories of individuals such as Lucas Twitch DeSangro, who we'll see in action later today, such as Bobby Buffet, such as Goldie, the Monster Factory champion. Just to name a few.
One of the people in this documentary will be wrestling shortly, but coming out to the ring, look at this.
We have Shazza McKenzie
and
Sean Ross Sapp.
For one fall, with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, to be accompanied down the aisle by Sean Ross Sapp from Sydney, Australia. Please welcome the Heartbreak Core, Shazza McKenzie.
Well, Shazza McKenzie, recently, about a year and a half ago, moving to the United States, but originally hailing from Sydney, Australia. So a lot of worldwide representation here. And Sean Ross Sapp, of course, a well-known wrestling journalist, well-known throughout all of professional wrestling.
And wonderful name. From Westchester, Pennsylvania, the notorious Mimi.
Sean Ross Sapp might be a big name. You know who else is a big name? The notorious Mimi, that's who. Mimi's a big name. Mimi's one of the stars on the Apple TV Monster Factory docuseries, and she goes head-to-head with Shazza McKenzie in a first-time ever match here at We've Been Here, Ron.
We've been here and we continue to be here. Alongside Paul Ridley, I'm Ferran Burgundy. Crowd solidly behind Mimi, but don't take Shazza McKenzie lightly, bringing experience to the table, having wrestled for 15 years, 8 different countries.
8 different countries, takes on the hometown hero.
And there the bell sounds as McKenzie, of course, mentioned, been very world-traveled, appeared on NXT, AEW, Ring of Honor, and of course is a former Heart of Shimmer champion as well. As Mimi now releasing the collar and elbow tie-up, and now McKenzie claiming that the hair was pulled.
Kidding me? There was no hair pulling there.
McKenzie also mentioning that she's currently featured in PWI and insisted that I tell everyone to go buy it.
See, that's hair pulling, Ferran. But is it okay when Shazza does it?
I believe that's something referred to as selective entitlement, but that notwithstanding, drop kick here from the notorious Mimi.
Yeah, Mimi being selective with that beautiful drop kick.
Only getting a 2 count.
Shazza powering out as expected. Oh, Mimi's looking for something big. Could it be that 619 this early?
Well, she refers to it as the 610.
610.
Because that's her localization.
You know what? I like that.
And now a series of kicks to the chest, but now blocked on the third one. Holding on to the leg is the notorious Mimi.
Mimi saw what Shaza was doing. She said, I'm not going to let that slide. I got some counting of my own to do. And Mimi's the one that makes it to 10.
And like Sean Ross Sapp on the outside. Mimi, though, taking off, and tope suicida through the ropes to the outside, but Sean Ross Sapp letting discretion be the better part of valor and moving out of the way.
Mimi's flying like only pro wrestling's #1 angel can do, Ferran.
Now, the reason that Sapp is in the corner of Shaza McKenzie, they had a match a while back, and
oh, come on! What are you doing, Sean? Holding his arms behind him with a face that says, I didn't do it, he did it, we saw it, but the ref didn't.
A very innocuous look on his face, although rather false.
Such a cheater, man.
But Sapp did bury the hatchet with Shaza McKenzie and is now managing her here against the notorious Mimi.
Ferran loves throwing Mimi into that wall. Think what if Mimi and the wall were in a feud, the wall would have been up about 10 points at this point.
McKenzie looks to be more than okay with taking a count-out victory here. Looking for the referee to get up to a 10 count.
Taking all those shortcuts. Mimi rolling back into the ring, eating a lot of stomps for her troubles.
Now just draping the top of the foot over the back of the neck of Mimi.
Shaza taking Mimi turnbuckle to turnbuckle, trying to chop her, trying to make her chest red. Trying to inflict as much pain as possible.
Now McKenzie continuing the onslaught here.
I know Mimi can fly, but McKenzie is doing a very good job of keeping the Angel grounded. Taking her eyes off of Mimi. I don't know how much of a smart strategy this is, Ferran.
Well, trying to go over some strategy with Sean Ross Sapp, who has definitely seen more than his fair share of wrestling as a wrestling journalist.
Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp's strategy, let me guess, a lot of shenanigans behind the ref's back. Picking the ankle, dragging Mimi out of the ring. Oh, nope, spins her around.
Now clapping it up a little bit. Celebrating her handiwork is McKenzie, and driving Mimi face first into the mat. Will that be enough here? About 2 1/4.
Shaza somehow shocked that didn't put Mimi away. Mimi always a very resilient wrestler, but these two have never fought before. They don't know each other's moves.
Now having some words with the referee, Ruby O'Connor. Is Shaza McKenzie, and now charging into a boot. Mimi looking to regain some momentum. Crowd behind her all the way up to the top, but
Shaza not gonna let that happen. Going up to the top rope.
Dangerous territory here.
We know angels can fly, but Shaza wants to see this angel crash and burn, Ferran.
Looking to break the wings, but a headbutt keeping that from happening. Now going all the way up to the top. Cross body block. Both individuals down, though. The punishment from Shaza McKenzie a little much early on.
Mimi hit the bullseye on that high cross body, and Shaza's really feeling the pain right now.
Most certainly is now trading rights. McKenzie, the notorious Mimi. Who will gain the advantage here?
Mimi's fired up. Maybe doesn't want to let Shaza take her down at one of Monster Factory's biggest shows ever.
Now looking over to the corner, pump kick.
Big boot. Better keep her eyes on SRS. Make sure he doesn't get involved somehow.
Well, that is the challenge when you have someone in the corner of an individual as now perhaps setting up for that 610.
Incoming 610.
And dials it up. All right, now here's the lateral press too, and not enough to finish off this Australian, well-known Australian competitor here.
You know what they say about Aussies? They're one of the toughest people on the planet.
Oh, now sunset flip out of the fireman's carry, and 2 count. Now, back suplex, a good amount of snap to it.
Shaza can smell blood in the water. Shaza feels like she's close to getting the win.
Hooks the left leg and just able to force out is the notorious Mimi.
You can beat up an angel. You can kick an angel in the face, but you're not going to keep an angel down that easily, Shaza.
I mean, you can, but I wouldn't advise it.
It's a tall
I
task.
don't want to kick an angel.
Big TKO right there. Oh, come on! Hey, 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 ref! What is that?
Wait, now it's waved off.
Come on, hey! SRS put Shaza's foot on the rope. Once again, getting his dirty hands involved in this match. The fans are not liking this.
Well, Mimi taking issue with it, having words with Sean Ross Sapp.
He's so proud of himself right now. Oh, look at that! Get your
Right hand
justice
and down
in,
goes
Sean.
Sapp. There's the spinning heel kick. And the 3 count.
And this time, it's legitimate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 8 minutes, 23 seconds. The winner of this bout, the notorious Mimi.
And heaven sent that spinning heel kick was enough after Sean Ross Sapp putting the foot of Shaza McKenzie on the rope to break up the initial pinfall, but then McKenzie going after Mimi, the double team backfired, and I don't know if things are all hunky-dory with Shaza McKenzie and Sean Ross Sapp by any means.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go into our next match, I want to remind you all that there's another promotion that's here at the Monster Factory called Bell to Bell, owned by our very own Missy Sampson. It's an all-women's promotion. They're gonna be back here for their second show on Saturday afternoon, May the 18th for Ding Dong. Tickets are on sale now at belltobell.com. Thank you.
That's BELLE, the number 2, bell.com.
Can't wait for this run.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, with a 20-minute time limit, is brought to you by Bell to Bell. Introducing first, she's quirky, she's unique, she's not like other girls, Stevie Brooks.
We saw a bit of a heated exchange earlier between the 3 wrestlers in this match. Wonder how it's going to turn out now that they're given this platform to settle their differences.
Well, you saw earlier after Stevie Brooks getting actually the victory, even though she wasn't initially in the 6-man tag match. It turned into a 4-on-3 handicap match. Danny Cage allowed it.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania,
Nevaeh Madonna, who was supposed to be part of that ladder match, got interrupted by the brawl between Stevie Brooks and Gabby Ortiz, who is out next.
Gabby is antagonizing a lot of wrestlers at the moment, but I feel like she's forgotten. Stevie and Nevaeh like to tag together. They're friends.
Well, Nevaeh also celebrating a birthday yesterday, and that's a reminder that the Monster Factory also does birthday parties.
From Center City,
here's Gabby Ortiz, who kind of started all the trouble a little bit earlier, and I don't think any of the three of them are really going to hold back here.
She's a mischievous one. All three of these wrestlers have something unique to them. Stevie Brooks, the incredible powerhouse. Nevaeh Madonna, the high flyer, the jiu-jitsu purple belt. And Gabby Ortiz, the one with the longest tenure, the most experience out of all three of these wrestlers.
Most certainly, Paul. A lot of restraint on all three individuals' part here in this triple threat match, this exhibition for bell to bell. The next bell to bell event coming on Saturday, May 18th, as we have the sound of the bell there, and immediately as the bell sounds, all three just beating the heck out of each other.
Organized melee in the center of the ring. Stevie Brooks has Gabby up. Nevaeh, double team immediately.
Now the cover, but an immediate breakup here from Nevaeh Madonna, who also goes for a cover, gets a 2 count, and
you can be friends, Stevie and Nevaeh, but it's every woman for herself in this match.
And now trading blows, the two of them, friends going at it here.
Stevie's got to be feeling real good after kicking those bullies to the curb earlier tonight. But she's got a tall task if she wants to win this match. Look at the strength Farhan.
And for probably about 6 or 7 seconds, holding up Nevaeh Madonna, the lateral press, hooked the leg, but just able to break it up at 2 is Gabby Ortiz.
There's the awareness of the veteran Gabby Ortiz, using her skills to get into the heads of the other two in this match. They are locking up with Stevie now.
Pace quickening here.
Flying head scissors.
Head scissor takeover and a beauty.
Elbow in the corner.
Looking for the bulldog, hits that as well. Gabby Ortiz, though, laying in wait or standing in wait and breaks up the count even before a 2.
She knew exactly what was going to happen. She knew Nevaeh was going to go for that count. In the perfect spot to break it up, she was in.
Well, that's the experience that Gabby Ortiz brings to the table here. Back when it was just a women's division here in the MFPW, she held that title for 3 different occasions, or on 3 different occasions.
Gabby and Nevaeh, both from Philadelphia, they have the underdog fighting spirit in them.
With that, there's also a little bit of bravado as well. A little bit of ego, not wanting to be embarrassed by any means, and Stevie Brooks making the save there on Gabby Ortiz's cover. So there may be a little bit more kind of focus between the two of them. Could that be an opportunity for Stevie Brooks to sneak in and capitalize?
Stevie has Gabby cornered, electing to put her up on the top rope. Things can only go downhill for Gabby if Stevie has her way. Oh, turns her attention to Nevaeh.
Well, that's the thing with a triple threat match. Because there are 3 individuals in it, you almost have to have eyes in the back of your head. As now,
whoa! Both women on her shoulders. What is this? Oh my God, Farhan! Oh.
Double fireman's carry, but able to roll out of the way.
Well,
or wriggle out of the way is Gabby Ortiz, who now hits a cross body block. Brooks is down, rolling toward the apron.
What an incredible feat of strength from Stevie Brooks, though, as Gabby looks to take the win.
With the sit-out facebuster and gets it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 3 minutes, 21 seconds. The winner of this bout, the gift of gab, Gabby Ortiz.
Tanya Farhan, if Gabby didn't slip out of that fireman's carry, we were about to see a massive crater in the ring, as done by Stevie Brooks. The sheer power she displayed was absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to see more Farhan.
But Gabby Ortiz, ever the opportunist, able to take advantage there. Now, you saw it last night. We had Total Wrestling Live on a Tuesday Wrestling Live. But usually it is Friday nights, 10 p.m. or 9:10 p.m. Eastern, easy for me to say, and it's live streamed on YouTube.
Is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1. First, Trax and the upstanding Dylan Fish.
Hello again, Veron.
Pete Carter joining us back here on commentaries. We have tag team action coming your way. The upstanding Dylan Mesh, and I use that in inverted commas, teaming up with Trax.
An interesting combination here. First time that these two have tagged. Of course, Trax, not from the good side of the tracks, not from the bad side of the tracks. Little bit of both. See how that style meshes with Dylan Mesh.
We shall certainly see. This is Trax's first time here in a little over a year, fighting Xander Alexander to a double count out last time we saw Trax in action here at the MFPW.
Here are the opponents, Ron. This is going to be a fun team.
Accompanied by Missy Simpson, the team of Oliver and Mr. Wobble!
Mr. Wobble making his return here to the Monster Factory.
Yep, the world famous Mr. Wobble, his YouTube video over 35 million views.
He, of course, hails from the middle of the dance floor. Are you a good dancer, Ferran?
Not in the slightest.
I do the dad dance. I don't know how to do the wobble dance, though. I need to watch this video so that I can take part in this. But Wobble, of course, loves to have a good time. Loves to shake those hips. And, of course, Oliver's always up for a good time. Definitely a contrast in styles here between these two teams. I don't know if Dylan Mesh knows how to have fun, or maybe he just doesn't have what you call a traditional definition of fun.
Well, I think his traditional definition of fun involves implying or enabling punishment on others, as we had seen in his feud not too long ago, his battles with Lucas Twitch DeSangro.
Absolutely, of course, Dylan Mesh, no stranger here to the Monster Factory, appearing here on TRL the last couple weeks, off and on.
Last challenge for the Arena Championship held by Travis Jacobs.
Looks like Dylan Mesh is going to start for his team. We're still trying to figure out with Oliver and Wobble. Oh, here's the dance. Oh!
So it's like Happy Gilmore. It's all in the hips.
I think I can do this, Ferran. I think I could actually do this without hurting myself. Oh! Oh!
Even the referee getting involved. Oh, goodness.
Well, he should stick to refereeing.
I have no room to criticize, so I'm not going to. I'll leave that editorialism to you there, Mr. Carter.
You want to talk about murder on the dance floor? They're murdering the middle of the ring right now. Look at these guys. Match starts. Dylan Mesh on top of Oliver, just beating away on him.
So Oliver and Dylan Mesh starting here.
Oliver with a stiff right hand to Dylan Mesh. Dylan Mesh, I like this new outfit from Dylan Mesh. Very tracksuity. Duck under by Oliver, reverses, picks him up for a slam. Going for a quick cover, referee in position.
Leg. Just barely a 2 count.
The Trax comes into the ring. Trax, no slouch at all. Very powerful and strong man. Wrestled arena champion Xander Alexander to a double countout a while back. Mesh back in the ring and working over Oliver. The sick and sadistic Dylan Mesh. Shoulder blocks into Oliver in the corner there. Now just raking his eyes across the top rope.
And right back to the corner, good tag team fundamentals.
And that's what you're going to see here from Trax. Not exactly a scientific prodigy when it comes to his wrestling style, more of a brawler, a street fighter, if you will. Dishing out punishment as Dylan Mesh will appreciate. Oliver in a bit of a jam here, taking sustained punishment from these two. Wobble just waiting for that tag.
Well, I just realized on the back of that track jacket, it looks like it reads Dylan Mania.
Oliver down, Mesh going for the cover. That quick kick out there. Desperately needs to get into his corner and tag Wobble, get him into this match, and Wobble's ready. But right now, Trax back in, just stomping away.
Yep, Mesh standing on the wrist to keep Oliver from making the tag.
Big splash, going for the cover. Oliver just barely kicking out of that. This is not the good time that Oliver signed up for, that's for sure so far.
Yeah, Oliver kind of blowing around like a leaf in the wind as his Ollie Rock Express tag team partner, Christian Rocco, recovering from injury.
Oliver's, how do I say this politely, he's a little bit of a punching bag for On. I mean, he tends to take a lot of damage in his matches. But he has heart, and he hangs in there. But sometimes I think he just doesn't know when to quit. Right now, Mesh and Trax just taking it up, but Oliver fighting back in the center of the ring. Oh!
Now biting?
Dylan Mesh skipping lunch and taking it out on Oliver, who's now trying to fight out of that corner and get back to his own with a nice neck breaker there. Now he's moving, trying to make the move and tag in Wobble.
Wobble chomping at the bit here.
Itching his way, and there's the tag. In comes Wobble. Taking Dylan Mesh down and... Oh, a headbutt onto Trax.
Pump kick as well, and now Dylan Mesh taking over, sending Wobble to the apron.
Wobble swiveling those hips, catches Dylan Mesh up over the top. Oh, takes Mesh down to his knees. Oh, right to the back of the head. Oh, just the damage that Dylan Mesh's lower back has sustained there. Oh, Trax coming in and taking it out on Wobble. Lining up for the choo-choo. Oh, but he gets out of the way. Oliver in the ring. Oh,
Ring of fire!
Trax rolling out of the ring. Dylan Mesh.
Double team here.
Going for the cover. That should be it.
And it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 4 minutes, 55 seconds. The winner of this bout, Oliver and Mr. Wobble.
Impressive teamwork from Mr. Wobble and Oliver, picking up the victory here at We've Been Here at the Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey. Just been a fantastic show so far for On. Great way to kick off Mania Week here in Philadelphia for us.
It has certainly been fantastic, to be sure. Now, coming up next, we have the Supersonic Championship on the line here at the MFPW. And, well, Xander Alexander has been on a tear since winning that title from Adam Matthews a few weeks ago on TRL. And Lucas Twitch DeSangro from On 11 able to earn an opportunity for that title.
The
course, Twitch getting this opportunity at the Supersonic Championship after winning his dream match with Cheeseburger a few weeks back, becoming the #1 contender.
But since then, taking a little umbrage with Alexander and his very physically dominating ways.
Xander Alexander making quick work of Adam Matthews a few weeks back to capture this Supersonic Championship.
His opponent from Plainfield, New Jersey, weighing 260 pounds, he is the reigning, defending Monster Factory Supersonic Champion, Xander Alexander.
And Ferran, if you caught the look on Xander Alexander's face as he made his way to the ring and stared into the camera, he does not appear to be in a good mood today.
I would imagine not. Perhaps he had other plans on this Thursday afternoon, hard to say.
It's going to be a real test here for Twitch. These two facing off in a verbal sparring match altercation on TRL the other week. Twitch basically calling out Xander Alexander, said that he's great at winning championships but terrible at keeping them.
Will history repeat itself here? Or will we see the dominance that we saw a few weeks ago, as it was just 42 seconds that all that Xander needed to acquire and win that Supersonic Championship. But Twitch has held this title in the past.
And for Twitch, Ferran, this is not just, he's interested in the Supersonic Championship. Oh, and Xander Alexander just catches Twitch running into the ring, just picks him up, slams him right down. High-powered offense to start this match. Oh.
And now a boot as well to the face, but the tenacity, that certain something in Twitch. I mean, I've seen it, I've known him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper, and there's no quit in him.
But Xander Alexander, just the methodical, diabolical strength and brutality that he inflicts on his opponents. He doesn't have to go 55 miles an hour, 85 miles an hour. He's not breaking any speed limits. He's just beating the hell out of people. Shoulder tackle into Twitch in the corner. Referee admonishing Xander Alexander to move back. Twitch is rocked.
I mean, Twitch has had a lot of battles, but I mean, this is just a certain level of strength and power that's a far cry from his previous match with Cheeseburger to get to this title opportunity.
Just a total contrast in styles. Obviously, Cheeseburger, a very agile, a high flyer, quick-paced. And here with Xander Alexander, of course, Xander Alexander, former Monster Factory arena champion, former tag team champion with Bobby Buffet. Tossing Twitch into the ropes, trying to get Xander Alexander over, but that's not happening. Oh, he's just picking Twitch up.
A little snack that he had there. Northern Lights suplex, nice bridge. Ref a little bit to get around, and that could have been the difference, a 2 count there. Twitch able to kick out. And that's the thing, you have all of that power and strength from Xander Alexander, but you can see the agility, the flexibility to be able to bridge on that Northern Lights suplex as well.
Xander just taking his time and working over Twitch's back. Picking him up by the head and just pounding him with a right. Of course, Twitch, I was saying earlier, Twitch looking for the Supersonic Championship, but still has his eyes in 2024, hoping to get a shot at David Goldie and the Monster Factory Championship.
Well, and this could certainly be a stepping stone to that, as Goldie's newly found stablemate here in Xander Alexander. The two have been on a tear, and the two are both holding gold. For how long, that remains to be seen.
Trying to get out of that, which Xander lets him go.
Of course, Goldie later this afternoon taking on Steve Macklin.
Oh! Once again, Twitch now starting to show a little bit of life. Oh! catches him. Xander finally rocked in this match. Twitch finally getting a little bit of an advantage here. Short-lived though that may be. Oh! Did you see that? Just that impact on Twitch. Twitch might be out of this.
Samoan drop, will it be enough? It will not.
Kind of a lax cover there on Xander Alexander's part. Given the fight in the heart of Twitch, you can't just be lackadaisical on your cover.
Well, now you hear Xander Alexander yelling, "Quit, you don't deserve to be here."
Now, for Xander Alexander, this is a charity match in his viewpoint. Twitch does not deserve to be here, and he is doing Twitch a favor by even granting him this match, according to Xander Alexander, despite the fact that Twitch is the #1 contender with that victory over Cheeseburger. Twitch trying to make his way back to his feet. Xander going in head of steam. Just catches him with a splash.
260 pounds just charging into the corner, and again.
Twitch just sustaining an incredible amount of punishment here. Xander just taking his time. Off of the ropes. Oh!
Super tick out of nowhere.
That's the opening that Twitch needs to get back into this match. He
Supersonic
struggles.
Championship on the line. Xander Alexander defending against Lucas Twitch DeSangro. Both men up to their feet, Twitch just barely.
Xander getting there first, but oh! Series of clubbing blows. Oh, a headbutt from Xander. Oh!
Look at the moxie on that shot.
These two just giving each other everything they got. Striking the upper back of Twitch. Driving him down almost to one knee. Xander is, Xander's hot. And he is giving Twitch what for. Oh! Seems to be a bit of a pep talk for Twitch, actually. Oh!
That tracks.
Trading blows back and forth. These two struggling with each other for the Supersonic Championship. Oh, and a headbutt from Twitch. Rocks Alexander. Oh.
What an uppercut.
This is series of knees. Stomps that leg. Oh! I think we forget sometimes that the Twitch can just be so quick with those strikes. The knees and the boots. Just punishing Xander Alexander right now.
Yeah, there is a lot of power in those legs.
First time in this match, Xander Alexander's in trouble. Twitch just striking. Twitch, oh! Oh, that knee right to the chin. Xander Alexander, prone in the center of the mat, barely up on his knees. Oh!
Was looking perhaps for that sensory overload, but instead taken off of his load.
Xander just took his head off. Twitch barely kicking out. Xander disputing the count with the referee.
Looking almost despondently at the referee, insisting it was a 3 count, but it was not. And the referee assuring of it.
At this point, arguing with the referee doesn't win you the match, Xander Alexander. Giving Twitch time to recover just is not smart strategy, especially when you're trying to retain the Supersonic Championship. Twitch desperately climbing up and clawing. Xander picking him up. Twitch trying to get out of this. Sends Xander into the corner. Oh! Twitch lining up Xander in the corner with a head of steam. Oh!
Mouthful of shame.
Going back one more time. That's 2. Xander's still on his feet, amazingly. Oh!
Dragon's
Xander.
breath as well. Will that be enough?
Xander
hooks
looks
that
out.
right leg. 2 and 3.
We have a new supersonic champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 8 minutes, 33 seconds. The winner of this bout, and new Monster Factory Supersonic Champion, Lucas Twitch DeSangro.
Lucas Twitch DeSangro, once again, the heart and soul of the Monster Factory.
Congratulations, Twitch. Just an impressive victory over Xander Alexander. Everything that Twitch said the other week has come true. He said he was going to win the Supersonic Championship, and he did.
And for Xander Alexander, as Twitch noted, good at winning titles. Keeping them is a whole nother story. Another example of that here tonight. Still to come, we have the Tag Team Championships on the line as well. We have the Body Snatchers looking to once again become Tag Team Champions, but they have World Renowned in front of them. And then, of course, the Heavyweight title as well. Goldie and Steve Macklin.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is a triple threat match for the Monster Factory Arena Championship with a 1-hour time limit. Introducing the challenger first, from Turnersville, New Jersey, weighing 207 pounds, West
Well, a bit of a change here, as this is something to which I was unfamiliar. It's a triple threat match for the Arena Championship. I would imagine the match that was scheduled between Travis Jacobs and Lince Dorado now just got a little bit wetter.
It has certainly been extended, and I'm Brian Murphy from the world-famous Monster Factory, joining you here once again. There was a bit of an adjustment as Wet Brett Waters, his opponent, came down a little sick.
And Saquon Puerto he is a 2010 and 2011 Mr. Puss and Boots. Please welcome the most interesting luchador at the world-famous Monster Factory, Lucha with Lince Dorado.
Lince Dorado coming from all over the world here and looking to cement himself in the history. First match here, possible first title as well, the Arena Championship.
Could you imagine him obtaining the Arena Championship, immediately cementing his name in the record books, putting his name right in your list of champions, Ferran?
Right you are about that.
Well,
Very exclusive list to be sure.
Looking prime. And I'll tell you what, as we're awaiting the Arena Champion, he heard that Wet Brett Waters was available for a match. He said, I'm a defending champion. I want Brett to be featured this weekend. Put him in our match.
Weighing 260 pounds, he is the reigning, defending Monster Factory Arena Champion, Travis Jacobs.
Travis Jacobs, the inevitable icon, one half of the Heavenly Icons, the former MFPW Tag Team Champions, former MFPW Heavyweight Champion in his own right. This match jam-packed with so much talent, so much gold, such strong resumes. We're in for an epic encounter here, Ferran.
We've been in for an epic day so far, and this certainly not looking to disappoint either. You hear the adulation for Travis Jacobs, and this should be interesting from a crowd perspective. Crowd certainly behind all three of these individuals.
With Wet Brett Waters being added into the equation, one has to wonder, how do the strategies on the part of Lindsay and on the part of Travis Jacobs, how does the strategy change?
Well, it changes immensely. Now you have another individual to keep your eyes upon who out of nowhere could punch you in the face.
And consider it too, now the rules of the match have changed as well. Disqualification, count out, these are no longer factors.
Sounds like the crowd calling for chops. I'm sure they have a local steakhouse that can help them with that.
Lindsay putting his hands up. Travis Jacobs looking a little nervous. Brett Waters volunteering his hand. It looks like they've chosen Lindsay. Hey, if this crowd is loving on all three of these guys and they want them to chop each other, I don't know if I want to be a fan favorite here.
Now looking for the early advantage is all three competitors here. A triple Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
Brett Waters doing his best to get the height advantage, which is difficult against the likes of Travis Jacobs. Lindsay Dorado bringing him down to size there. Oh, there are the chops! There are the chops!
And Dorado immediately lying down, wanting nothing to do with it, but now springing back up. Pace quickening here. And
immediately a shoulder tackle. Travis Jacobs is a wall of a man. Oh, swing and a miss on the chops. Lindsay getting his.
And Dorado going, adios, I want no part of this.
And now volunteering himself. And what a gentleman. Lindsay. Oh! Lindsay maybe taking a duck there, trying to convince Travis that he just hit him.
What is this, a meat store? We've got chops, we've got duck.
One more time, he says. Look at the palm. Oh, poor Brett Waters.
And by the end of this, Brett Waters' chest is going to be hamburger meat.
Some swift kicks from the ever agile Lindsay Dorado. Oh, beautiful head scissors.
Look at the height on the drop kick as well.
Brett Waters continuing to check his chest, see if there's some blood that came forth. Oh, but Lindsay immediately going for a pin on the champion, and Brett and Lindsay coming to blows now. Lifting up.
Turning an accusation into a confession.
Oh, look at the strength.
And now hooks the leg. 1 3/4, and there's Travis Jacobs to end that pinfall attempt.
Brett Waters absolutely dazed, finding his way to the corner. Lindsay being put in the opposite one from across the ring, now up and out of, harm's way. Oh, Lindsay to the top. Holding on for that cross body.
Waters trying to halt the momentum, but not quite able to, and goes all the way down to the mat.
Went for the double clothesline, but not able to keep up with the speed. Attempted pin on the champion. Brett Waters vulnerable in the corner. Oh!
Ay, Dios mío.
Fran, did you hear that? Oh, float over now. Trying to go up with a DDT.
Using the torso of Travis Jacobs as momentum for that tornado DDT.
Two birds with one stone, or I guess one cat and one Travis with one stone. Oh!
Sure, we'll go with that.
Caught him in the center.
We don't usually see his favorite part this early, but we get it.
Well, remembering now that this is a triple threat match, that he needs to make sure if he's going to even attempt for a pinfall, he's got to make sure he inflicts enough damage, not only on his opponent, but the other opponent as well, as we see a reversal. You don't want a breakup of the pin.
But Travis definitely wanted that breakthrough, and he got it. Will that be enough here to hold on to the Arena Championship? Ooh, very close.
Big 2 count there. Lindsay starting to stir. Brett Waters looking absolutely dazed. Oh, setting up for the travesty now. Oh! Catching the leg.
Perhaps looking for American water torture.
And this is why I'm saying that third opponent primed and ready. Oh, he got him.
An ankle lock.
From the top rope, Faron, from the top rope.
Who submits first?
A rope break applied. Referee's discretion. Lindsay Dorado summoning the spirits here in Paulsboro. The ankle of Wet Brett Waters ever weakened as he tries to pull himself back up.
Now an uppercut there from Dorado, countered by, or at least halted by Brett Waters for a moment.
Oh! The chops making a return.
Oh, quick attempt at a pinfall. Good idea with Jacobs currently grounded.
Tried going for that Oklahoma roll jawbreaker. And the champion entering the ring once again. Oh! Kick to the side of the head. Brett Waters wants his. He got his chop on.
And Brett Waters is ecstatic, finally getting at reverse knife edge, and now Lindsay Dorado joining the chop party.
A look of disdain upon the face of Brett. Oh, Travis Jacobs. And that hurt Brett.
That wasn't a good idea, and again,
playing dead. Travis, ready for some revenge. He fell down as rigid as Lindsay did. Jacobs ready for some revenge on the most interesting luchador at the world famous Monster Factory.
catches the leg. And down goes Dorado.
Finger to the sky. It's been summoned. Brett trying to wriggle out, but there's just no strength left. Lindsay back in front. I think Brett felt that too. Oh, he felt that one.
No doubt about it.
Jacobs. You know, I wonder if Brett might be regretting taking up Jacobs. Oh, on that opportunity. I might have spoken too soon. The commentator's curse.
And now a little bit of teamwork here on the part of Wet Brett and Lindsay Dorado. I thought cats didn't like water.
Oh, hey, they're working together at least right now. Sometimes when you got a common enemy. And right now that's taking the form of a man about to be superplexed into the ring!
260 pounds, double suplexed. by Wet Brett Waters and Lince Dorado. And the arena champion is down, hooking the leg, 2, and just kicking out, just getting that right shoulder up. And now here's Dorado to try to get a pinfall as well, and also 2.
Brett trying to break that up, and man, the power of Travis Jacobs after being flung into the center of the ring. And I can tell you, being a big dude myself, being somebody with a lot of mass, when you hit the center of the ring, you hit harder.
We don't need a physics lesson here. A lot of people skip school for this. They don't need that. Not that we condone that sort of thing, of course.
Brett Waters, getting caught by Lince.
Cara Dorada.
Dream Street once again, amping up the crowd here in Paulsboro. Swiftly up to the top rope.
Shooting star press.
But here's Travis. Champion. Kick. Square to the jaw, here to pick up the scraps.
And now looking, you heard it there, almost a one-handed travesty.
Nearly deadlifted him. Putting a little bit more punishment on the former MFPW champion.
That had some stank on it. Will it be enough? Yes, it will.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 11 minutes, 8 seconds. The winner of this bout, and still Monster Factory Arena Champion, Travis Jacobs.
The inevitable icon, still champion, able to hold that title high above his head as he helps up Wet Brett Waters. What an impressive display from all 3 men.
And Dorado showing some respect to a couple of staples here in the Monster Factory, and showing the respect as well. I believe coming up next we have something that I know you've had your interest in, to be sure there, Brian Murphy. The tag titles.
Certainly the Body Snatchers going back after those MFPW tag team titles currently held by world-renowned, those scoundrels. We did see earlier in the night Chris Desmond losing the middleweight medallion.
Are you guys having a good time?
All members of World Renowned walked in with titles.
All right, couple announcements I want to make. WrestleMania weekend doesn't end just here, okay, at the world famous Monster Factory, because at 8 o'clock tonight, 5-Star Wrestling will be right here at the Monster Factory. 8 p.m. start, you can get your tickets at the door. You can see stars such as The Mecca, Brian Johnson, Janai Kai, Rhett Titus, and Emily Che. Again, that's 5-Star Wrestling here at the Monster Factory at 8 p.m. tonight. In addition, this Saturday, Kaiju Big Battle celebrates their 30th anniversary. 30 years, give it up, guys. This Saturday, April 6th at 12 noon at their event called High Noon. You can get your tickets at the door as well. And this Sunday afternoon, April 7th at 12 noon, Spark Joshi Purusu will be right here at the Monster Factory. And guess who's gonna be here? The legendary Aja Kong will be here at the world famous Monster Factory for Spark Joshi Purusu. Again, 3 more events: 5-Star Wrestling, Kaiju Big Battle, and Spark Joshi Purusu. Thank you.
Spark Joshi Purusu. Little Japanese wrestling
Hey,
in the
not
mix.
for nothing, folks. This is me calling you guys out. This is WrestleMania weekend. You guys should be going apeshit crazy in this mug. Let's get it going. Let me hear the crowd just start freaking. No, let's go! Sit over here. We got the boys in the back going, what's wrong with this crowd? The next 3 matches better light this place to
Hey, let's go. Tag team competition coming on its way. Front, it's our favorite song.
Speak for yourself.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Monster Factory Tag Team Championship with a 1 hour time limit. Introducing first, to be accompanying down the aisle, John Emba, at a total combined weight of 385 pounds. They are the reigning, defending Monster Factory Tag Team Champions, Wonder Boy Brian Morris, the Focus Nick Petit, World Renowned.
Well, we know that Nick Petit has been talking all sorts of trash on social media, really calling out the Body Snatchers, all of this culminating just last week on Total Wrestling Live during a contract signing, one that World Renowned was very hesitant to do so. Nick Petit getting in the face of one of the fans, and oh man, we're going to hear from John Alba.
Again. I wonder if viewer discretion will be advised.
I wonder too. I do gotta wonder about the state of World Renowned, not only losing the middleweight medallion title earlier tonight, but also seeing how Nick Petit has been a little bit on the outs with his teammates recently. Sometimes being left alone in the ring to fend for himself, sometimes getting himself into a little bit too much trouble.
Monster Factory Pro Wrestling. Daddy's home. You see, the last time that I was at the Monster Factory, things ended a little spicy for World Renowned. But look how these guys have done since I've been gone. They were able to capture the Tag Team Championship. And that was without me. Now, tonight, formidable opponent, sure, the Body Snatchers. Body Snatchers, you may be popular. Hell, you may even be marvelous. But you are not world renowned. Now, earlier tonight, we had a little bit of a mishap. It's okay, I tried to do a swanton, it didn't work. But I promise you, the Focus Nick Petit, I promise you, Wonder Boy Brian Morris, that when World Renowned is together, well, viewer discretion is advised.
I suppose it is. Time will tell about that.
Toronto, are you a psychic? You knew viewer discretion was going to be devised. Oh.
It's all that broadcast experience.
A little bit of a tongue twister there.
I have total combined weight of 69 tons of work matter. The light of living light, the light of mother is marvelous. The God of dead blood, the more, the Body Snatchers.
The Body Snatchers have been on a tear, and they have had their sights set on those tag titles. Will tonight be the night that they recapture them?
I tell you what, my feelings towards the Body Snatchers have changed drastically over the past few months. I don't know what to make of them sometimes, heads or tails, but I will certainly take them as our MFPW Tag Team Champions over the likes of World Renowned.
This is a little more traditional situation. Those tag titles, of course, won at our last event on 11 by World Renowned in a Texas Tornado tag title match that also included the Body Snatchers. And we're off to things here.
Immediately going for some punches, taking control of the match despite trying to fake it out. Nick Petit leaving Wonder Boy Brian Morris. The Body Snatchers in tandem on the same page.
Marvelous thrown through the ropes to the outside. A little tandem offense.
The God of Dad Bod launching his opponent. Oh! Grabbing a fistful of hair, slamming Marvelous down into the mat. The God of Dad Bod with some choice words for. Oh!
Looks like we're back here. As World Renowned starting to take control. Well, this is what happened earlier with Chris Desmond, paying more attention to the faithful here in Paulsboro than paying attention to the match.
Gave Marvelous an opportunity to rally. Marvelous, oh, eating a face full of canvas. Nick Petit posing and pulling the leg.
But only getting a 2.
I do gotta wonder, could he have gone the 3 if only he had not taken the time to pose?
I mean, it's in their nature in World Renowned. That's why they're a bunch of posers.
They can't help themselves. We've seen it time and time again as Brian Moore's nonplussed with the Monster Factory faithful.
That seems to be an understatement now with Marvelous here.
Oh, swinging wildly. Had a steam! What a drop kick!
One of the most impressive out there. Hooks the left leg, and Marvelous able to be out at 2.
I'm shocked I saw the light go out of Marvelous's eyes. Muscle memory, and that is the experience that a competitor like Marvelous brings to the ring. The God of Dad Bod finally making his way back to his corner. And oh, Nick Petit sending Marvelous careening. Nick trying to pluck up the light of all there is. Oh! Massive backbreaker.
We saw the lights going out momentarily. Is that an omen here for the Body Snatchers?
The God of Dad Bod really jabberjocking. And Nick Petit,
the very nonchalant cover.
Just a heartbeat away, and I think Marvelous just so worn down. Wonder Boy back into the ring, taking a shot at the God of Dad Bod. Quickly trying to get into the ring, and look at this, World Renowned taking advantage of the situation once again. The referee on the outside, keeping an eye on it. John Alba trying to talk him down as best he can.
Well, you hear the crowd chanting, "Throw him out" to John Alba. And now more of the posing.
Marvelous unable to do anything about it, taking so much damage. He needs to get over to the God of Dad Bod desperately.
Now again with the posing.
Oh!
Wait, schoolboy roll up here. 1 count.
Oh, a noble effort, but not enough. Big clothesline. Oh! Big kick out there. Nick Petit setting up Marvelous. Oh, rallying now. The light of all there is showing some signs of life. Oh! He
Ducking
ducked.
the clothesline. Enziguri from Marvelous.
The god of Dad Bod feeling the energy, reaching his hand out to its tag team partner, shaking that rope. Go get him, DB!
Double clothesline from the god of Dad Bod. And now 1 apiece for each of the world-renowned members.
Now going to a corner apiece. And that is 300 plus pounds collapsing into each corner.
That's a lot of dark matter.
Big hip toss. Lifting him up. Black hole slam. Brian Morse nearly sent through the mat itself. So many times. Oh, we've seen the Galaxy Breaker. The god of Dad Bod almost colliding with John Alba. Marvelous catching Nick Petit. Cross body.
From the second rope, the most dangerous rope.
Into the corner. Marvelous with a big head of steam. Oh. Just a beat away from Nick Petit. Yanking down the hair once again. Oh! Enziguri, SDO.
Will that be enough for the champions to retain?
Oh!
No, right shoulder up. Marvelous continuing to fight.
Nick Petit spitting in disbelief. The Monster Factory faithful want the Body Snatchers to be the MFPW Tag Team Champions so desperately, and there goes John Alba. He's out. He's gone.
He got a little too assertive with the ref, and the ref could only take but so much. On the outside, Ben Barnett.
Get out of here, you jerk. You loser.
Maybe he should have done some of that expression.
Look at the spear. The god of Dad Bod nearly bisecting world-renowned. Oh my lord! Canadian Destroyer! Galaxy Breaker! The God Dose! New Tag Team Champs! They did it for on!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this bout and new Monster Factory Tag Team Champions, the Body Snatchers!
Ron, you love to see it. World-renowned dispatched once again. John Alba ejected. And new MFPW Tag Team Champions with a raucous cheer here from their fans.
In just a matter of moments, John Alba went from ejected to dejected, as now his group, World Renowned, they came in with 2 titles, they leave today with 0.
And what a transformation for the Body Snatchers. On the outs with the MFPW faithful. Last time they held those titles. Now they win those titles back with chants of their names.
And I'm sure for the Body Snatchers, the celebration is just beginning.
Well, that does leave us with 1 title match left. The MFPW Championship. the title holder, Goldie, the champion, up against one of the best to ever come through our halls, Steve Macklin.
Right, you are about that. Steve Macklin, one of the early students some 11 or so years ago, getting the call up to NXT.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of the evening!
And a former two-time heavyweight champion here as well, or former two-time Monster Factory champion, I should say. Also was the very first tag team champion here in the MFPW.
He has had every single opportunity and has capitalized on all of them, making his name well known over at TNA as of late. Last time we saw him was step into the arena, getting a victory over the Beer City Bruiser. Now he's back for Goldie.
Now, as we have a moment here, as Steve Macklin certainly igniting this Paulsboro faithful crowd here, I do want to express some birthday wishes to a longtime fan here of the MFPW, Riley.
Big happy birthday, Riley.
The big 1-6. He's been following us since he's been knee-high to a grasshopper.
I'm sure he would love to see this match just absolutely burn the house down.
I said a lot of things that you never should say. Told the dude one thing, that we can eliminate. I put that juice in my cup, sauce on everything. You know what's up. I'm boss everything.
And there he is, smug, smile and all.
With Xander Alexander by his side, the former Supersonic champion, Goldie has been the chosen son of the MFPW, at least as long as Steve Macklin's been away. Is Goldie looking into his future? Looking at prosperity, opportunities to appear on television programs? Or will he be thwarted by the likes of Steve Macklin tonight?
Time will certainly tell as the champion steps through the ropes into the ring. He says he's born better. We'll find out in a matter of moments. For now, let's go up to ring announcer Derek T. Lewis for the introductions.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, it is for the Monster Factory Championship with a 1-hour time limit. Introducing the challenger from Rutherford, New Jersey, weighing 230 pounds. Welcome back to Monster Factory Pro Wrestling, Steve Macklin! His opponent, accompanied by Xander Alexander from Malton, New Jersey, weighing 206 pounds. He is the 2023 Larry
less than thrilled.
Steve Macklin, an absolute powerhouse. Goldie, full of charisma, very technical, very agile. How will these styles match up one-on-one?
Well, the crowd chanting, "Take his belt." As the bell sounds and is underway, should Macklin be able to do that, he would join very exclusive company in being a 3-time Monster Factory champion. The others being LSG Leon St. Giovanni, who we saw in our opening matchup, and then known as Punishment Martinez. Now you see him in WWE as Damian Priest.
Man, what a list that is. Goldie in his second reign himself as he is taken into this headlock. I don't know if Steve Macklin would know the favor that he'd be doing for these fans as they've seen the slow descension of Goldie's spirit and character as we have a massive crossbody here. Goldie has been an absolute terror here at the MFPW, turning his back on his former comrade, Wet Brett Waters, taking the MFPW title away from him.
Downward slide is probably an understatement, just the way his attitude has changed in recent months, that being Goldie.
Steve Macklin with a smile on his face. Usually when engaging with the crowd, we saw it earlier tonight with with World Renowned, it can be a distraction, but Steve Macklin, he seems focused still nonetheless.
That's where the experience comes into play, being able to interact and acknowledge the crowd, but also stick to the business at hand. I think a lot of that comes from that military background.
You're certainly right, and how he was able to outsmart Goldie just moments ago, able to establish a pattern with those leapfrogs and drop downs, able to catch him with that back elbow, and now able to relish in those chops.
I mean, Macklin, he served in the U.S. Marine Corps. He served 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan. I think he knows how to be able to focus with that kind of pressure going on him.
Asking for another, and Macklin showing his discipline, and that's what this industry demands of you. Not only on the side of the physical conditioning and being able to withstand the pain of a match, but the early mornings, the willingness to go into the gym on those days that you don't want to. Macklin achieved all those things.
The crowd looking for one more, kind of a countdown of chops, if you will.
Oh, Goldie sent spilling to the outside. All that discipline that Macklin has put in, Goldie has been absolutely shaping himself to do the same thing. He has studied the greats, especially to come out of the world-famous Monster Factory.
Certainly some homework done here, and we'll see how it applies as both men back in the center of the ring. Goldie taking a bit of a shortcut.
Some massive forearms across the jaw of Steve Macklin. Oh! Almost caught with that back body, but not quite enough. Big clothesline. The champion might be in trouble, Ferran.
I think that's safe to say, is clotheslined over the top to the outside, almost all the way back to the entranceway, heading over near us here.
What are you doing? Get it! Hey! Back off! Back off! That's right! Get him, Macklin!
Kick over to Derek T. Lewis here.
Oh! Lord almighty. That was one of the meatiest chops I've ever heard Ferran.
And this Paulsboro crowd thirsting for blood.
Like a gunshot going off. Being sent back and reversing. Sending Macklin careening into the post as the referee's count ever rises.
And that brings a halt to the artillery here.
Goldie restarting the count. Trying to get a chop of his own. Macklin barely registering it. Able to duck through and back on the offense.
And Goldie trying to go anywhere but in the path of those chops.
Restarting the count once again. Face first and to restart the count. It took getting distracted, allowing Goldie to get back in control of this match. It's been an absolute chop fest. I feel like we're back with Lindsay and Travis and Brett Waters all over again. Xander Alexander loving every second of this punishment on Steve Macklin, and a quick kick out, barely a 1 count. Goldie making eye contact with the camera for just a brief moment there, wanting to make sure that the punishment that he is putting on Steve Macklin is captured in beautiful HD.
Wanting to make sure that he is viewed by as many as possible as he continues to lay things down here. That slingshot into the bottom rope.
And I think that not only caught his neck, but also dragged across his throat. Cover now after that neck breaker.
Tried to get a quick victory after, going for that windpipe.
Massive kick into the back. Surely sending shooting pains down the spine.
Almost a soccer-style kick from Goldie.
Macklin trying to show a little bit of life once again, but Goldie quickly snuffing that out.
And now that fisherman suplex with the bridge, too, and high bridge not able to hold.
That is the most elongated pin he's been able to get on Macklin thus far. Trying to go back to the well. Might have diminishing returns as the Monster Factory faithful getting behind the challenger. Shot for shot now. Macklin absolutely smashing that forearm into the jaw of Goldie. Swinging through, both coming off, head of steam.
Both with the same idea. Steve Macklin, the challenger, Goldie, the champion. Monster Factory Championship on the line. And these two have certainly taken each other, maybe not quite to the limit, but pretty close.
Certainly an amazing way to cap off We've Been Here. Important weekend here in professional wrestling history. Caught him square in the jaw. Goldie slightly dazed. Went in for another.
Couple of clotheslines taking effect now.
Huge backbreaker. I just saw the spine of Goldie bend in an unnatural way. Driving through.
Bounce back after chest first into the turnbuckle and another clothesline. And Macklin acknowledging the crowd, but also strategizing.
Big roundhouse kick.
Give a little too much time.
Oh! Beautiful knee. Folding Goldie over.
Like an accordion. And then a splash there from the second rope, the most dangerous rope, and still not able to hold him down.
Taking him in. Boston Crab. Xander Alexander. Xander Alexander has the referee. He's threatening him. He's telling him. He's telling him that he better break the hold.
No, that is not a disqualification. Another ref get out there. It ain't ending this way. Out there now. Start the match.
Well, Danny Cage laying rule out here. And now looking for the Ushigoroshi.
Oh, not enough! Oh,
are you kidding me?
Referee Ben!
Ushigoroshi on Ref Ben Barnett.
Xander Alexander grabbing our other ref. 3 refs down.
Oh, Goldie going, oops. Wait a minute, here comes Danny Cage. You want to talk about people you don't want to make angry.
Chopping the back of Goldie. And Dan almost saying, I raised you better. Here are the consequences.
You don't need my description to know.
Up, perched, and Tree of Woe. Steve Macklin calling the shot.
Spear right into the corner. Is that going to do it here? 2. And Xander Alexander pulling Danny Cage out.
Macklin staring daggers. Oh! Xander Alexander nailing Danny Cage.
What?
Absolute mayhem breaking out here. Steve Macklin on pursuit. He's got to cut off the problem at the stem.
Double arm DDT plants down Xander Alexander.
Steve Macklin, of course, very close with Danny Cage, checking in on his former coach, and low blow to Macklin. In the years that I have known David Goldie, I have never seen him sink to the depths of this.
This is unprecedented without question. Goldie now holding that Monster Factory Championship. Danny Cage back to his feet.
Ripped it away. Oh! No!
Goldie with an ear-to-ear bleep-eating grin as Danny Cage accidentally strikes Macklin, and Cage with a reluctant 3 count.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 13 minutes, 40 seconds. The winner of this bout is still Monster Factory Champion, David Goldie.
Well, say what you will about it, and Danny Cage certainly having some words, but Goldie still your Monster Factory Champion, like it or not. but a sour way to end things here at We've Been Here. But thank you all for tuning in. For my broadcast partners, Jason Heath, Paul Ridley, Pete Carter, and Brian Murphy, I'm Ferran Burgundy. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you Friday nights at TRL, and of course, our next event, May 11th, Evolution of Champions, 7 p.m. Eastern. Good night, everyone.
Fuck, Danny. It's all your fault. I love you, Steve. I love you too. Love you, Steve. Hey, chalk that one up to shit happens, huh? When are we back here? When is the next big one here? Friday. Next Friday. Free all summer.
I promise I'm going to make it right. We're going to bring him back this summer, I promise. And we'll make sure. You tell me what kind of match you want with David Goldie, and we'll do it. You got that? Any kind of match you want. I know the guy who runs this place.
You own this place? You don't know hard cams over there? Oh, damn, I'm back here training you now. What a ladder match.
All right. We'll figure out the date. You versus David Goldie. Ladder match for the heavyweight championship. Sorry. Hit Macklin's music, goddammit. Hey. All right, everybody, since we got done early, you do not have to leave. We're bringing out the wrestlers to say hi to you and hang out. Sign autographs, take videos. We got 20 minutes. Merchandise over